thank you for doing this. How do you pull this out? Frightening. This is not how decent people behave. This is not how people who want to be president behave.
You know, there's not many people watching anyway. So,
is there anything you regret?
This is sort of the last gasp.
I know you believe that Mr. Trump will be a better president of the United States.
That's what we're talking about.
Total disaster. What are you going to do about it?
Let's skip over that.
But he's going to win?
They're overwhelmingly popular with the American people. Well, look, I never thought that would happen. Never, 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 never. If it fails here, Katie bar the door.
We'll see.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
What's up, guys? Your boy, Benny. Welcome to the Thunderdome. There are no more rules. The world is upside down and on fire. 100 days away from the November election. There are no more rules. Anchors on network television are telling the truth about Joe Biden being incapable and mentally handicapped, and it is something that I cannot believe I'm witnessing with my own eyes. Check this out. This is George Stephanopoulos, a guy who recently interviewed Joe Biden and was able to see Joe Biden's handicaps up close. Like, for instance, when he asked Joe Biden to his face, hey, do you remember the debate that you were just in a few days ago?
And, did you ever watch the debate afterwards?
I don't think I did, no.
George Stephanopoulos had 20 minutes with Joe Biden. He had to listen to Joe Biden lie like this.
Oh, sure I had method, but I was also doing a hell of a lot of other things, like wars around the world.
Like wars around the world. I was doing wars around the world. Oh, yeah. And then just Joe Biden saying that God himself could come down and it wouldn't stop him from running this race.
Look, I mean, if the Lord Almighty came down and said, Joe, get out of the race, I get out of the race, the Lord Almighty's not coming down.
Okay. A little strange there, Joe. A little blasphemous and sacrilegious there, but just some subtle blasphemies. All right, to start the day. Speaking of blasphemies against your religion, George Stephanopoulos, of course, is a Democrat. He's somebody who loves the Democrat Party, worked for the Democrat Party, worked for Bill Clinton in the White House. He was Bill Clinton's little press hatchet man in the White House. And George Stephanopoulos has now committed a blasphemy against his own secular religion, which is the Democrat Party. George Stephanopoulos told the truth about a Democrat. Check this out. George Stephanopoulos is captured on TMZ's video saying he doesn't think Joe Biden can serve another 4 years. Oh, yeah, baby. They got it on video. Look at this. George Stephanopoulos was out, like, kind of doing a run or a jog, right? He had headphones on and, like, a workout shirt and shorts. And here's what he said to TMZ.
Excuse me. Hey, how you doing? What do you think? Do you think Biden should step down? You talked to him more than anybody else have lately, and you could be honest. You don't think he can serve 4 more years? All right, that's an answer.
I don't think he can serve 4 more years, says George Stephanopoulos. Ooh, man, damning verdict after Biden 81 after their TV interview. So George Stephanopoulos spent 20 minutes with Biden. And he's like, the guy is mentally incompetent. This is the result. George Stephanopoulos spends 20 minutes with the guy, and he's like, yeah, that dude is finished. He cannot be president for another 4 years. Ooh, baby. Now he's having to apologize. Earlier today, I responded to a question I shouldn't have, he said. In a separate statement, ABC News is saying George expressed his own point of view on the position, not the position of ABC News. You know, ABC News is hosting the next presidential debate, and George Stephanopoulos presumably was going to be the next moderator. Maybe he won't be now. The Trump campaign saying Stephanopoulos finally speaks out, and then, of course, has to apologize for it. Obviously, the Trump campaign sharing all this article with dead, skull emojis, saying presumably they are DED from laughter. Oh, yeah. Biden campaign chose to do a scripted radio interview that resulted in a black female host losing her job. Now, Biden campaign chose George Stephanopoulos to do an interview, and he says Biden can't serve another term. The campaign made these choices, and they did the debate. Is this the worst campaign? Is this the worst campaign in the history of presidential campaigns? Probably. George Stephanopoulos sat with Biden for literally 20 minutes, and Biden's mental decline is so obvious that the committed far-left Democrat like Stephanopoulos is willing to admit that Biden cannot do another 4 years. Can't do it. Won't do it. Meanwhile, Donald Trump over here just posting rap videos of his plane. It's incredible. I mean, George Stephanopoulos, there's a lot to go through here. Like, there's a lot of data backing up George Stephanopoulos and a lot of Democrats backing up George Stephanopoulos right now. Obviously, the data is predicting Trump. This is the Real Clear Politics data, shows Trump by 3. Shows Joe Biden is the most unpopular president. This is from Rasmussen, the most unpopular president to ever run for re-election. Donald Trump is gaining everywhere. Michael Moore is saying that Biden is, is elder abuse, keeping Biden in the race. The cruelest form of elder abuse, says Michael Moore. This is the first time in 24 years the GOP has a nominee that is ahead after the July 4th holiday, going into conventions. The first time ever. Biden, Clinton, Obama, and Kerry were all up at this point. Donald Trump making history here, baby. Having massive rally last night, followed up with Nancy Pelosi this morning saying Biden probably shouldn't stay in the race. This is incredible.
Have your support to be the head of the Democratic ticket.
As long as the president it's up to the president to decide if he is going to run. We're all encouraging him to make that decision because time is running short.
Oh, man. That is a major and marked change in attitude from Nancy Pelosi. And everybody who's smart knows that Nancy Pelosi is the lady who jangles the car keys around here, right? She is like the literal evil queen of the Democrat Party, and she can make things happen or not happen. Now you have DNC delegates. So this guy's a DNC delegate on CNN saying it'll be a bloodbath if Joe Biden's the nominee. Everybody's saying this, and everybody agrees. That's Nancy Pelosi from the House. Here's a member of the Senate saying we're finished. We're finished if Joe Biden's the nominee. This guy, Michael Bennett, is speaking on behalf of pretty much every Democrat, right?
This race is on a trajectory that is very worrisome if you care about the future of this country. Joe Biden was 9 points up at this time. The last time he was running, Hillary Clinton was 5 points up. This is the first time in more than 20 years that a Republican president has been up in this part of the campaign. Donald Trump is on track, I think, to win this election and maybe win it by a landslide and take with him the Senate and the House.
Win it by a landslide. Check this out. Newest polling updated today. Chance of winning, Trump 70%, Joe Biden 29%. This is from Nate Silver, the Mr. Silver crystal ball of Democrat polling. This is the wonderkind, lover boy of all corporate Democrats. Donald Trump scheduled to beat Joe Biden by some 60 points in the Electoral College. And all the swing states' chances of winning, Trump dominant. Dominant in all swing state chances of winning. Look at this. 79% Georgia, 73% Nevada. Wow. Really remarkable. Other projections show Donald Trump winning by 80 electoral votes. Whew. But I got to tell you, this is the clip of the day. This is the clip of the day. Nancy Pelosi being like, Joe Biden needs to make that determination himself. This has gone from Nancy Pelosi screaming that Joe Biden is like a young, spry whippersnapper to being like, now it's time for Joe to make that decision. Ooh, baby. Oh, man. And now you got Snuffleupagus over here, the Mr. ABC News, Mr. Democrat, political flack and hack, saying that Joe Biden can't do it anymore. Can't put the genie back in the bottle. Can't put the toothpaste back in the tube of toothpaste. Man, you're finished. It's going to be glorious. Like, share, and subscribe to enjoy the next couple of months with us. It's going to be a wild one. Buckle up. It's your boy Benny. See ya.